I'm Lindsay, and I might be pushing the limits of procrastination. After a year of cleaning, cutting, screwing, wiring, and more, I have just a few days left to add the finishing touches on my van before heading out on a month-long cross-country trip that will take me over 5,000 miles and through 6 national parks. So follow me as I prepare for my journey across the country and experience van life for the first time. I'm leaving tomorrow, so let's build a closet. Why not? Okay, I have 2 big pieces of plywood in. They aren't like a perfect fit necessarily, but you know, I don't think it's going to explode if I leave it like that. So, deciding whether I should paint these first and then attach or what, but it's actually ready for like shelves and stuff, so that was quick. Before I add the shelves, I basically want to make sure that the items that I want to put in the closet will fit under and in the shelves. So first thing I actually have is this little trash bin. Wanted to make sure this goes in the closet, so I have to make sure that the first shelf is slightly higher than this at least. And then also, at least for now, I was thinking of putting my water container in there, mainly because it fits. Yeah, just gonna make those slightly above this height when I install. Holy shit, today started off rough. It's like 7 in the morning, and I dropped my camera on the stairs. I broke it entirely and the lens, so I'm talking to you on my other camera, thank God. I happen to have a working camera with another lens, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and put this closet in before I leave today. It's psychotic. Okay, here is the, well, I wouldn't call it finished closet, but it's sturdy, it stays in place, it holds shit, so it's good enough for me right now. But I am thinking of putting these little, like, almost little rails along each shelf out of these 2x3s so that stuff doesn't just slide out when I drive. Because eventually I hope to put a door on this thing, but there's just no way that's gonna happen in time for this trip. So I think the last thing that I can realistically take care of before I go, and I kind of have to, is adding some sort of surface here. I already bought some butcher block to put on this eventually, but I'm in a rush and I know that will be basically putting myself at high risk for fucking it up. So instead I have this messy little jagged piece of scrap plywood that I have just roughly cut to fit. So I'm gonna stain it and seal it and put it on top as a makeshift countertop for now. Even though I'm not totally finished with the build, it'll be my home for the next month. And that means adding all the final touches of home before loading all my belongings into the van. But honestly, this might be where it got a little too real. I would have really liked to have had this perfect, happy sequence of me leaving, excited, and ready to go. But as I pulled away from my street way later than I had anticipated, I was a sobbing mess, and I didn't feel ready whatsoever. Mostly because I knew I would miss the person I love and spend practically every day with, but also because it's been exhausting finishing up the build in such a short time, and I didn't feel ready at all. But when I think about it, I bought this van without feeling ready either. And I think that turned out pretty well. Last night I parked here at this little roadside pull-off area near a state park. I am in New York State, and last night went pretty well, all things considered, for my first official night in the van. I had some pretty brutal Wellbutrin sweats, so that's never fun. If you know, you know, but otherwise it was pretty good. So now that I have a little bit of time to myself this morning, I think I'm gonna try to put away some of the stuff more properly in the van, because yesterday when I left, I kind of just threw all my shit in and went. So I think once things are a little bit more organized in here, I will feel a lot better. I feel a hell of a lot better now, and I think I finally feel ready to continue to my first national park of the trip. So I'll see you there.
Qué rico, una empanada que yucateca.
Sí.
A ver cómo las hacemos. ¿Y qué es lo que más extraña de su tierra?
Más bien la familia.
Y de comida pues ya no extraña nada porque al final usted la hace acá, ¿no? Y también
Sí.
con lo que hace Greg.
Sí. No, la comida.